today's session, I will going to discuss something, and afterwards I will give you an activity. So for today's discussion, I will going to introduce you to the one of the instructional designs that we teachers are using for you students to have knowledge about this. So let me present to you and introduce you to the PBL, or the project-based learning. So what is PBL, or project-based learning? According to edutopia.com, PBL is a dynamic classroom approach in which students actively engage in real-world problems and acquire a deeper knowledge. So PBL, or project-based learning, compared to the traditional method, thus increase student engagement, deeper knowledge, and knowledge retention. So now, let's talk about the benefits of the project-based learning, or the PBL benefits. So aside from the three things that I mentioned earlier, which is the increased student engagement, the deeper knowledge, and the knowledge retention, they also develop the 21st century workforce skills and also the real-world application. So all in all, project-based learning, or PBL, really helps, develops, and boost our teamwork, our managing conflict skill, our decision-making, and mostly our communication skills. Activity time! Okay, I will give you an activity, so listen carefully, students. So here it is. I will give you the freedom to choose if you will going to work this activity together with a partner or individually. So here is the instruction. I will give you a situational question, so listen carefully. Here it is. You are 17 years old, revolutionary in your country, and you have given the ability to change one thing in the future in your country for the better. What would you change, and how would you change it? So for you to have an idea on how to answer the situation, so I will going to present some video or mini video lectures for you to have an idea, or to refresh your minds about the different revolutions that happened before. So listen carefully, take notes so that you can have answers in your activity, or in the situational question that I gave to you. So here it is.
3 great revolutions took place in the world. Want to know about them? All right. So the first was the American War of Independence. Second, French Revolution. And third, the Industrial Revolution. In the North American continent, 13 British colonies revolted against Britain and got freedom. This revolution is known as the American War of Independence. The French fought against Louis XVI, who was very tyrannical, and established democracy. This revolution is called as French Revolution. The Industrial Revolution first took place in England and then spread all over the world. The Industrial Revolution brought drastic changes in production resources, means, and processes. In the course of time, the effects of all the 3 revolutions were worldwide. People of the world were impressed due to the principles and innovativeness of these revolutions. So friends, let's learn the history of the Industrial Revolution. The American War of Independence was a political revolution. The French Revolution was a social revolution. An industrial revolution is related to means and process of production. Though the influence of these 3 great revolutions was restricted to particular countries, in course of the time, their influence spread all over the world. The principles and the concepts of these revolutions influence the people of the world.
Okay, so that's it. So hopefully that you take some notes from the mini video lecture that I present. So since you have already an idea, so I want you students, I want you all to focus only on research about the political, the social, and the economic causes of the past revolutions that in connection to our generation that have a similar events in our generation nowadays. Okay, so in doing your research, students, I want you to use a graphic organizer in plotting and organizing your research contents. So what are the different types of graphic organizers? So I know that you have an idea because you are already using that. So we have the pie chart, the flow chart, we have also the cluster diagram, we have also the mind map, the concept map, and so on. And also we have also the Venn diagram. So I want you to use those different types of graphic organizers in organizing and plotting your research contents. So after organizing and plotting your research contents, so students, it's time to present your finished product. Okay, so here it is. I will give you the freedom on what platform you will going to use in presenting it. So it's either you will going to make an educational vlog, or you will going to make or you will going to present it in front of the class, or also you can use different applications in connection in presenting your topic. Yes, I will give you that freedom. And also you can send us also a file link if you want. So I will give you the freedom, I will give you the choice of your own on what stories, what platform you are going to use. I will give you the freedom. So yes, I will going to assume and I will be excited for the presentation tomorrow. So hopefully you will going to engage actively in this activity, and I do hope also for a effective presentation tomorrow. So if you don't have any questions to ask or clarifications or suggestions, so that would be all for today's discussion and for today's session. So class dismissed and goodbye. Thank you.